Yeah. And I hereby call the meeting of the Plympton Board of Health to order at 5:04. This meeting is being recorded for public viewing by Area 58 Community Access Media. The recording is not considered an official record. The approved minutes of the meeting will serve as the official record of the proceedings. All right.
Okay, so you two both approved the minutes, right?
We did.
Yes.
And I'll reach out to the chairman tomorrow,
All right.
and if he approves them, then we will post them. So you want to take a vote to approve the minutes?
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent.
Motion
Motion
carries.
carries.
Okay, under the first category, approved septic plans, we don't have anything. Under outfit installation, we have 30 County Road, we're waiting for the as-built, 165. Palmer, we're waiting for the as-built. 5 County, we're waiting for the as-built. 173 Main, the as-bills came in, the COC is signed, so that will go off the agenda. 178 Main is out for installation, and that would be Wadsworth,
Yeah.
so that you know.
Yep.
Under pending, the third one down, 9 Lake Street. That is okay to approve. It is a repair. So Art, if you want to stamp.
Okay.
So Jared, that would be a motion to approve application 1370.
Do we have a motion to approve? Oh, this is for the, let's check this out.
Oh, Kevin signed that. So,
Okay, sir, there you go.
I'll make a motion to approve the plan.
Second?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
okay, so there's no variances or anything on that, so it's just a straight repair.
It's already signed.
No.
I signed it. I just signed the permit, the construction permit. Yeah, the other half is the COC.
Let's see.
There's one.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next one is 145 County Road. That is another repair. And that one be a motion to approve application number 1371. And that one has 2 variances also.
Yeah, the old system is just a couple of cesspools in the back. costs a small fortune to do this system, but
So you'd need a motion to approve the application and then motion to approve the variances.
Any discussion?
Yeah. Meets Title V code here, so.
That's the last one.
Okay. All right, so the variances would probably do first. Make a motion, we approve the variances, both variances.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So those just need your signatures.
That carries.
Okay. And make a motion, we approve the plans.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Do you want to take those with?
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so we're on page 2. The chairman had asked me to file a notice for executive session in case there was anything to talk about on O'Hearn versus Town of Plympton. But as there isn't anything to talk about that I'm aware of, do you guys have anything? Then I will just, he said just to keep doing that until
Okay.
that litigation is
That's still going on?
finished. Yeah, it actually went, there was a bench trial,
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
but I haven't heard any update, so.
The next court date is the 25th, Thursday.
All right, so 34 Lake Street. Perhaps Mr. Moran would like to give us a short update on that.
Yeah, I was called by the police department today to go out this afternoon and take a look at the property. MSPCA was there to remove all the animals. I understand there was 115 animals removed. Lieutenant Hoffman and I toured the property, and then also the inside of the first floor of the house, and I did not see anything that was particularly out of order as far as the Board of Health is concerned. So we left it at that, and I left the area, so.
So do we think we want to keep that on the agenda, or should we? Do we have anything more outstanding? Do you want to keep it on?
I would keep it, just leave it there for another,
Till the next
At least
meeting?
till
till the
Brad
next
gets
meeting,
back.
just in case something surfaces, which I wouldn't expect it to, but
Is MSPCA generating some kind of report, or do they just take care of the animals?
well, they had a warrant. They got a warrant this morning to go in and remove the animals. So they went to court and they got a warrant. As far as their removal, all it would state was, all they will state is about the animals. Our police department would generate their own report as to what they did, which was basically to assist another agency in the removal of the animals.
I mean, you know, if you want to have a complete file, if you want me to ask for the police department's report to throw it in our file, we can do that. We've done that before.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay.
Okay, 5 Palmer Road. The chairman had asked me to reach out to DEP and get, and see what information they had on those 3 wells over there to 23 Palmer. So I did that, and DEP gave us a bunch of stuff. And basically, they gave us a request from Peter Dillon for site exam and pumping test dated November of '23, a letter from Peter Dillon to DEP regarding their questions, December of '23, a letter from DEP to the town administrator regarding review of pumping test proposal and testing of 2 new source wells in December of 2023, and then 48-hour pumping test results, April 8th through 10th, 2025. There were no documents from DEP regarding the well driller's report or any water quality report. I think those are the things that the chairman wanted, but they don't appear to have, the DEP doesn't appear to have that. So maybe we'll discuss when Brad comes back, see what he wants to do. Then we've got 36 Parsonage, which, if you remember, is the people with the house they weren't living in, but they decided to live in the barn, no permits. And we asked them to do Title V inspection. That failed, so we sent them the form letter. Your system has failed, you have 2 years to fix it, blah, blah, blah. So that's been done, and that now is on our list of failed systems down the bottom of the agenda. Next is K. Katie's Express, and I think Kevin will speak to that.
Yep. So they had dropped this information off to me. I just opened it today. But I had spoken with Joe Rivetto. He is the facility manager for K. Katie's. In essence, what they've done is they have removed the old shake machine and purchased, fully replaced it with a new one. They've implemented new sanitary and handling protocols developed and based on my initial discussion with him. So I'll just quickly go over. Under the new protocols, the machine is disassembled, all external parts are washed in a hot water dishwashing machine, soaked in sanitizer, rinsed with clean water, and left to air dry overnight. The following morning, the machine is reassembled, filled with product, and taken directly to testing without passing through the Plymouth store, which is what they were doing before. So the staff has been retrained on the cleaning, the sanitation, and the proper documentation procedures. Since implementing these new changes, the new machine has undergone 3 consecutive rounds of independent testing, all are negative. So they're asking for permission to reinstitute the use of the machine, and based on what they've set out as procedures, that I think that the board can say fine. They are going to continue to do weekly testing of the machine and the product for the next 60 days. And they'll be supplying the information to the board. So I think that they've done everything that they can to
Sounds like it.
take care of that. And they've been good pretty much all the way anyway.
Yeah.
So do you direct Kevin to contact them and tell them thumbs up on the shake machine?
Yeah, I think so, and but they're still on the increased
schedule.
frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that seems reasonable.
It
So
does,
you're gonna
yeah.
take that with you?
I'll take this with me.
Yep.
With all my best.
Okay, the next two, 179 Main, 176 Brook, Kevin is gonna take those two. He's gonna contact those owners about their septic systems. We've got 5 Palmer Road again, the status of the basement. The chairman had asked me to draft a notice to give to the town administrator so that she could send an email. So if you want to look at that and tell me if there's anything else you'd like to include, basically the information that she's going to disseminate to everyone is the date of the testing, the fact that the office will be closed that day, it's a Friday, the fact that there will be little gizmos in the basement that have to stay there for a few days for, the radon testing, and that they will be, and the date that they will be back to pick those up. And then, once we receive the report, then we will discuss next steps with the town. So if that looks like it's okay, I will give that to Liz tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks great. Covers all the bases.
But the company was great. I explained that, we don't work on Fridays, and that we would prefer that they came in and did their testing when no one was here. So they said
That's
that was
good.
fine, they could do that.
Okay, question for you, Kathy. The testing, it includes radon and what else?
Radon, mold, asbestos, and anything else they find.
Okay, so this firm is gonna do
Is going to do
everything?
everything. Yes,
Okay.
they are able to do
Okay.
everything, yes.
No, it's good, yeah, I think that covers it.
Okay, so I will give that to Liz tomorrow, and then she'll get that out to everyone, which would be great. 16 Brook Street. If you remember, I had said that I found the pumping record where it was the run back,
Yeah.
and you had said that, most of these, what do you call those places?
Well, they're rehab places.
Yeah.
more or
Group
less.
home?
Group homes.
Group homes, yeah.
Tend to kill their septic systems pretty quickly. So, I've been in contact with, what are they called? Seven Hills, which is what runs this particular group home. And they said that, yes, the septic system is in failure, and that they're going to be working with Mr. Webby, because they reached out to him because he put in the last septic system. So they will probably be doing the application for perk test and then going through the
What's
process.
the date on that plan, just out of curiosity?
2017.
So
Wow.
that was the expansion plan for that system, right?
No,
No?
no, this one for 16 Brook Street, we actually made them do a bedroom deed restriction to 4 bedrooms. So this was Lyle Lawrence's.
Oh, okay, all right,
I know, there's a few of them out there.
yeah.
So basically, I think like what you had said is, with everything that they put into the system, they don't last very long.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got 3 or 4, they call them BAMSI,
Yes, yeah, we have a BMC too.
and, you know, traditionally, the systems last about, 10 years, 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, so this is 8.
There's a lot of, I mean, might be overuse, could be, depending on the clientele, if there's a lot of medications, sometimes medications have a way of
Killing the good bacteria?
yeah.
Destroying the
bacteria
bacteria,
to
yeah.
break everything down, and it just becomes just a so
Cesspool.
I'm sure they plan for these things to fail rather
Right.
quickly,
Yeah.
so.
So that's that. So that'll be good because it'll be nice that it's not, I mean, I think it's been a failure for a while, so it'd be
Yeah.
nice to get that fixed. Under perk test, 0 Pleasant Street, that is done, right?
Mhm. Yep.
76 Center Street, Kevin said that is scheduled. 11 Heather's Path is done. And now we're under new business. So, we had talked about in September discussing fee schedule and supplemental Title V regs. So what I said I would do was get the drafts ready and you guys could all take them home and discuss them. So for our fee schedule, the only things that, when we had our initial discussion that we thought about changing was the location and sale of tobacco and nicotine delivery products. We were only charging like $5 or $10 and all the other towns were charging $50. So raise that. And the other thing was what you had brought up, when it's a plan review for commercial, that would be a different price than the plan review for residential, which is $100. And we have found that with our current review engineer, he does require more money to do a commercial one. So, if everybody wants to take one of these, and I'll send Brad his, and then it'll be on the agenda for the next meeting. And in the same vein, our supplemental regs, we have,
If I might, going back to this,
Yeah.
on the commercial, what are the adjacent towns, the surrounding towns? Do you have any sense of where they are
what do you judge?
for the review engineer?
Well, I'm the review engineer in Carver, but our fee, I know is more, it's probably about $150 more than just a conventional system.
So you'll have to think about what you want to do.
Okay.
Our review engineer right now, he just asks to charge by the hour. So I could look back on the ones that he's done and figure out how much money that actually is.
Does it have to be a flat rate, or for a commercial, could we say it's T&M? Or case by case? Because,
Well, I mean, people like to know,
Yeah.
so.
My feeling is we set a price and
Right.
that's it.
Yeah. It's not a killer, it's not a,
No.
it's not a deal breaker.
No, it's just that you want your review engineer to feel comfortable that he's
Yeah.
getting
But
compensated.
Yeah.
I think I know where you're going. I mean, some commercial ventures are, minimal. In
Right.
fact,
Yeah.
they generate less waste than a 3 or 4 bedroom home.
Right.
So, I mean, if you,
So, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of commercial, but, I think it was a great idea to throw that in there, so. So again, be thinking about that. And then under the actual supplemental regs, there were some typos. There are, under certificates of compliance, we're now going to ask for a PDF copy of the plan along with the paper copies. And then there was one thing on yours, where I said, Kevin, what's that other thing that always comes up in the review? That I can't remember what it is.
It's somehow or another, the way, I'll have to find it, the
Yeah.
way the regulation is written. and this only has to do with repairs. They were designing for much more than what they needed to. I think I think the stance of the board was that if you've got a 3-bedroom home, you can rebuild a 3-bedroom system. And somewhere in the regulation, they were having to meet a standard that made the gallons per day a lot more. But there wasn't a true distinction between new construction and
So if you can find that,
upgrade, yeah.
then you can work on that. And then the other thing on page 6 was the whole shared systems thing. We had talked about looking at that. I think the statement was that was put in for a reason, but none of us know what the reason is.
And it just came up, didn't it?
And it just came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my opinion, with a shared system, well, we can discuss it. You know, this says that it has to be in the same ownership, but if it's shared between two entities, then the board has the ability to require that some legal documentation be created and filed at the registry, just so that, you know, everybody that's involved is protected in some way, shape, or form.
So anyway, this is just stuff that I've been tracking over the past, since we did the last regs about, you know, little things we wanted to tweak or whatever.
Well, that would come into play up at 165 Palmer,
Right.
because those are for sale or lease. So that means it's either a condo or common ownership.
That, you know, where that came up was the project that is...
77 Spring Street.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Yep, that did come up. And then the other thing on the last page is, are we gonna add any language about ADUs?
Yeah,
Again,
we
it's
can
just
talk
something to
about
think
it,
about,
yeah.
we don't have to decide it tonight.
There is a full guidance document
Right.
set out there by DEP, so we
Right.
could just adopt that into the regulation.
Okay. So anyway, take them home, give it some thought. So that's those. Okay, so next is the rat infestation at the church. We did an order to correct, and the date everything was supposed to be turned in was today. And I got an email from a representative of the church that said that the branch and grass pile was removed today. And also the church did send in what looks like an invoice from the dumpster company, but I did reply back and let them know that what the order to correct asked was to give us written proof of the pickup schedule for the dumpster, i.e. weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, so that we could think about whether they needed their trash picked up more often. This is what was sent. I can't see on here where it says anything about how often they pick it up. I could have missed it. And then the other thing in the order to correct, it stated that we required a written plan from the tenant, Caterpillar Daycare, about their diaper disposal protocol and procedures as it relates to using the dumpster. What we received from the church was just this, but it wasn't received from daycare, it was just received from the church. So it doesn't really seem to speak to what we asked for. We also received pest control service agreement. excuse me, and I contacted the pest control service,
Now you'll be able to change it back.
and I told them that this location is private property and that all further invoices and correspondence should go to the private property. They did call here this afternoon and say they were a little confused because they said, well, you know, when we were first contracted, you know, it was given to the town, and I said, it's private property, send it to the church. I said, if you have any other issues, to call us back. So I guess we have 3 things pending. One is you need to maybe go out and inspect to see if the brush pile is gone. And then the other thing is how do we ask for the 2 things that haven't actually been sent to us, which is the pickup schedule for,
Sometimes those things are on.
Demand.
Basically, on demand. In other words, you know, when it starts to fill, they'll call and say,
well, again, we don't know.
yeah.
So we need that. So how do you, I don't know how you want to proceed about,
Has he been communicating by email?
uh-huh,
I think just send him an email and say you want a little more clarification on the stuff that you're...
did that.
Okay. So let's see what we get back from.
Okay,
Hopefully
today
can
was the deadline.
respond promptly.
But I'll wait and see if I hear anything the rest of this week.
That
Yes.
sounds reasonable to me.
Okay. Because we just need to, I mean, that was what the order correct said.
Yeah,
Warrant.
so give us a
Yeah.
schedule. If it's on demand, then say on demand.
Right. And then they can discuss with the pest control company going forward. Usually, in these type of cases, we ask to be in the loop so that when the pest control company reports back to the client and lets them know that, you know, that either the bait boxes are empty or it looks like the rats are gone or whatever. So, anyway, we'll be in the loop about that.
Does that sound good to you? Just send an email, keep it...
Yeah.
I mean, they've been pretty responsive.
Okay. All right, so that is that. 38 West Street, we've got a complaint regarding an apartment.
It's this.
It's that one.
Oh, that's the...
I'm not touching it. You can have that. So you can, they did fill out a complaint form.
Yep.
And,
I saw you sent a letter.
yeah, and I sent a letter to the owner saying that we received a complaint, you know, would they like us, would they, you know, like to reach out to us to schedule an inspection. And then there was something on Facebook, which I attached. So we haven't heard back from that owner, but
Yep. Okay.
we'll see what happens there. And then 48 Grove Street was another one. There was a complaint about rats and outside trash, and we sent a letter also to that owner, which was the
Bellevue?
Bellevilles,
Bellevue?
and also to Blue Castle Cayman Ltd., which is listed in the town records as the owner of the property, maybe? So, anyway, but we haven't heard back from them. So we'll keep that on there. Perk test, 73 West Street. That is to be scheduled also.
Yep.
And then Art had asked me about 292 Main Street, about the Jake Jacobson's house with the cookies. Remember?
And breads and,
Yes. So, that is, the individual who lives there does have a residential kitchen and farm stand permit.
oh, okay.
And I have reached out to our food inspector to ask her to make sure that everything that she lists for sale falls under that. So our food inspector is doing our fall inspections right now. and she will get back to us
Good. Thank
on
you.
that. So at the bottom of the page, you'll see there are 2 new failures. Title V inspection report failures. One of them is 36 Parsonage Road, and the second one is 13 Crescent Street. And the only thing left is Kevin and I met in Plymouth today with the rest of the collaborative, and we're still in the process of searching for a public health nurse.
A month ago, we had somebody hired, and between the time that the board voted to hire this particular individual, he decided that he wanted more money before he even started. And at the end of kind of stringing everybody along, he said that he wasn't interested. So now we go back to...
Yeah, we got some really good information at the meeting today, in that someone had suggested that perhaps we reach out to the schools and see whether there are any candidates that had applied for school nursing position that maybe we could reach out to, because that would be the same level of pay. Because we can't compete with what they pay nurses at the hospital. So, and then the other thing is, there is a new member of our group, which is the Board of Health member from Plymouth.
Yeah.
Her name is Meg.
Yeah.
Meg? Yeah.
Meg Payne.
And she actually works for the VNA down the Cape.
Oh.
And I said, yeah, you're the guys that kicked us to the curb right before COVID. So she was saying that they now have come back into Plymouth and consider Plymouth as part
Okay.
of under their umbrella again. And so we all kind of put in our bid for them to move a little further north and gather the rest of us up again. So she said that, that we put it out there.
Yeah.
Good.
So I can't think of anything else that,
No.
that comes from
I
there.
mean, the
Was
change of voting as a voting member representing the Plymouth Board of Health came about kind of like in an odd way. I don't know, it seems to me that there was some, backroom discussions. I mean, the chairman and the voting member was extremely dedicated. He's in his 70s, early 70s, and
yeah,
he
Dr.
spent
Potvin has been involved
like
since the beginning.
a tremendous amount of time.
He spends a tremendous amount of time. He is really the only one of us who is retired.
Yeah, and he spends a lot of time on this shared services grant. So something's going on. I don't know. I don't want to know, to be honest with you. Just some politics.
So there seems to be, a little change of responsibilities in the Plymouth Board of Health that, may have sort of tried to affect our
But
group
the odd thing is that he was voted today to remain as chairman
of our.
of that group, but Meg is the voting member representing Plymouth. It's kind of an odd.
I have to
But we'll make it work.
read up on that.
Yeah.
Wrap my head
Well,
around it.
it was all vetted by the Office of Local and Regional Board of Health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so,
Yep. So.
anyway,
Anyway, that's
Fun
where we
times.
are on that. So all that's left is
Oh,
mail.
it's the mail, okay.
And for us to see the back of Kevin. as he leaves.
what's the story? That's
So
can be
don't forget to
discussed
take
yet.
all your stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna leave that one for West Street, only because I wanna see if he's gonna call first.
Okay.
All right?
Yep, perfect.
Good night, Kev.
I gotta go back.
All right.
Okay.
So mail.
Mail. This is the arbovirus surveillance program report from the Massachusetts Department of Public Health for the county of Plymouth, Plymouth County.
They just highlighted.
Yeah, and they tested 8,498 samples, and the number of mammals tested was 7. Number of West Nile virus positive horses was 0. Number of EEE positive horses was 0. And the number of West Nile virus positive mammals was 1. So we're still 0-0 for horses for West Nile and EEE. And human surveillance, they tested 142 humans, and they came up with 6 West Nile virus cases and 0 EEE cases. So this report was received on September 22nd. And let's see, next we have MT Environmental Restoration. And
Is that, I
I
think
think that's
they did the playground spill. I think
this
they
the
did the
playground?
playground spill, maybe?
so that's the company that
one of,
Oh,
that's going to do the
No, mouse
testing in the basement.
oh, okay, because this says 1 and 3 to 4 Park Ave, Carver.
with an RTN.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a different thing then. That's the thing you know about.
The,
Route 44
Sand pits?
development.
the big property next to 44 behind the old Shaw's.
Get a file
That's,
Oh, okay.
in Carver, but affects Heather's
Oh, heavy
Lane.
lifting there.
See you later.
Like it.
Night, Kevin. Yeah, it said reporting of the above-mentioned document have been submitted to Mass DEP on behalf of Route 44 Development LLC for the number 1 and 3 to 4 Park Ave Carver site. The opinion and report document response actions completed for release of polyfluoral alkylide
PFAS.
substances, PFAS, in soil and groundwater. To view the report, please go to waste site, reportable release file viewer, and it gives the web address. If you have any questions, please call me, and it's James Begley, MT Environmental Restorations. And this was sent to our town administrator, Elizabeth Dennehy, with copies to Kathy Ferguson and Robert Delholm at Route 44 Development. And then we had another arbovirus surveillance program report from the Mass Department of Public Health dated the 16th of September 25 for Plymouth County. And I won't bore you with everything, but the number of West Nile positive horses, 0. Number of EEE positive horses, 0. Number of human tests, human specimens tested, 135. And there were 4 West Nile virus cases in humans and no EEE cases in humans. So that is the mail
That is the bill.
for today. And if you want to initial those,
Yeah, sure.
And then throw them back in the folder, so I'll
Yep.
have Brad do his initialing next meeting.
We have any other topics to discuss?
Well, next meeting is October something.
October 14th,
October 14th, yes.
5 o'clock.
So I think that's it.
Want to make a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn
I second that.
at 5:48 PM. All in favor?
Aye?
Aye. Motion carries.